author. You've done so much. You put so much great content out there. Some of your books are behind you, but I'd love for you to just start off the program talking about your new book.
Sure, I'll be happy to. Thank you very much, Dr. Jacalyn. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. We are so happy for you to be a part of our show. And I want to share with you my new book, Rise, A Girl's Struggle for More. And this is a young adult historical fiction. And it also comes in the dyslexia font. So really everyone can read it. And that's very important to me. As you can see, here's the main character, Ruby, and she just happens to be my grandma. And she did something in her young life that I just decided would be a beautiful way for people to be inspired to go after your dreams and don't let anything stop you. And that's what I really hope comes out of it for everyone. I loved this story, and I had to learn so much about history at the same time because I really wanted to work hard to paint the picture of that time period. So Rise, A Girl's Struggle for More. Thank you, Dr. Jacalyn.
Thank you, Diann. And as we've discussed before, not only is the content, your writing is just so precious, but the cover is absolutely magnificent.
Thank you. I think he did a really, really great job, and it was through OC Publishing, which is out of Canada. So yeah, he really grabbed it. And then deep in the background is Oilton, Oklahoma, where part of the setting takes place. And my great-grandpa, her daddy, was one of the founders of one of these small towns. And this small town really, it's almost a ghost town, which is really kind of sad now. But at that particular time period, if it wasn't for the people in Oilton and Drumright and Cushing and Shamrock, it was when they discovered all the oil down there, it really started the huge energy that we have today. So yay for that, right?
Wow, that's actually fascinating. I didn't know that, Diann.
Yes, it's a really wonderful area to tour, and the people are quite beautiful. But I'm a little prejudiced, so.
Well, we're very happy for you. So congratulations again.
Thank you very much. Today's going to be a fun show, isn't it?
Yay! Yes, it is. And I just was going to say that each week you bring the most incredible people who really have this this way in the world of changing our perspective and bringing new information and new light. So I'm really excited about Katrina. And if you would love to give an introduction to her, I'd really appreciate it.
Sure, I'll be happy to. Thank you, Dr. Jacalyn. So Katrina, I met her in Dubai, and she is this international expert with skin, with loving yourself, having inner peace inside, a very holistic approach. And I'm looking forward to her sharing not just her skin tips, but some of her ideas for all of us to be the best that we can be and have inner peace.
Wonderful. Thank you. Let's bring Katrina onto the program. Hi, Katrina.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me.
We're thrilled to have you. Where are you joining us from today?
I'm in Dubai.
Okay. I love it.
Here in Dubai.
And by the way, your earrings are stunning.
Thank you. I got them in Greece. I was working in Mykonos this summer. So they always have the best jewelry.
So tough to say. I was working in Greece all summer, right?
I'm going to put that on the list of places to go. So Katrina, we're running your banner. You have accomplished so much just in this short time backstage speaking to you. And I know that you are really interested in people taking away from this program, having inner peace, and I'm really focused on that too. I love inner peace, outer beauty. So, and also inner beauty as well, right? And peace within the world. So I'm going to spotlight you. And if you could share a little bit about why these things are so important to you, that would be terrific.
Well, I started my career in beauty, in basic beauty. And then I moved on from that, and I learned about all the holistic therapies, aromatherapy, reflexology, crystal healing, color therapy. But anti-aging and facials were always my favorite thing to do. So I had all this knowledge, and I wondered how I could put everything into one treatment. So I came up with a facial where I do reflexology, crystal healing, and color therapy. So it ended up being quite an experience, not just a one-dimensional treatment. And then over the years, I studied many other modalities, and the healing modality, you know, in this day and age with all that's going on in the world, I think people really want to know about themselves and want a bigger meaning from their life. So lately, for the last few years, I've been doing a lot more healing and coaching work. And it's mainly about, you know, looking at yourself from the outside, understanding the relationship you have with yourself, because all other relationships extend from that, you know.
It's beautiful. And Katrina, for some of our listeners or viewers who are not familiar with color therapy or crystals, for example, can you just give an overview of that as well?
Let's do a little test, shall we? Who wants to be my guinea pig? You're going to choose 4 colors. These colors are all related to the chakras of the body. And the chakras are your energy portals that run down the center line. So if Dr. Jacalyn or Diann would like to choose 4 colors for me.
Dr. Jacalyn, you go for it. I've done it before.
Okay, I will choose purple, black.
Wait, no, there's no black. Which one?
Oh, the one next to the blue. What is that?
This one?
Yeah, is that gold?
Gold.
That's even better. Okay, purple, gold, blue, and red.
Purple, gold, blue, and red. Okay. Purple, gold, blue, and red.
I've never had this done before. It's exciting.
Gold, blue. So these colors are related to the chakras of the body, and the chakras all are energy portals that run down the center line, and each chakra has a meaning, a thought form, an emotion, and an organ attached to it. So the first color is what you want to connect to. The second color is your block. The third is the support to open the block, and the fourth is where you want to be in the not so distant future. So right now you want to connect to balance, to your higher self, to your crown chakra. You want to find balance. Meditation will help you. Where you're blocked is in inner wisdom, your self-confidence, to be your true authentic self. Gold comes up when you're making a big transition in your life. It could be menopause, it could be divorce, it could be moving house. It's a big move and it's female. What's going to help you overcome that is the blue. The blue is the throat chakra. So you need to communicate. You need to say what's been on your mind for a long time. You need to do something that brings you peace and calm, and it will help you tap into your inner wisdom and self-confidence to be your true authentic self, which will lead you to the red. And the red is the base chakra. And this is about energy, abundance, prosperity. And that's what you will end up having in the not so distant future when you work through the middle 2 colors. Does that sound about right?
Sounds spot on. I have a major change coming. That sounds spot on. And I've been told that I need to work on my crown chakra, and abundance in many ways is where I'm going. So brilliant.
Yeah, you need to connect. You need to connect to being balanced. You need to you're not working on the inner wisdom at the moment. What's going to help you is if you speak your truth, which will lead you to having more energy and more abundance and prosperity. I mean, it works with the subconscious mind, so this is always very accurate, and it's like you're reading someone's mind. So I always start every session with this because it allows me to see where my client is on an emotional level, so the treatment can be more bespoke.
You know, I remember that. I remember when I made my very first appointment for skincare with you, and everyone, she came so highly recommended. I was so excited, and then I was stunned because I was like, "Okay, you want me to pick colors?" And the next thing I knew, you even when we finished the session, you shared with me that I needed to wear a white crystal. That my heart needed that right now. And I was like, no one's ever told me about this stuff before. So,
and then normally if you were in front of me, I have the perfumes. So you would inhale, I have the 14 perfumes. And you would, the perfume is organic. It's made with different essential oils, and each perfume has been made with the same vibration as the chakra. So you spray it in your hands, you rub it together, you wave it around your aura so the energy comes into your auric field, and then you inhale 5 times. So that immediately gets into the biochemical rhythm of the brain and disintegrates the negative thought processing on a cellular level. So it changes your mood instantly.
Wow.
And then in the facial, I'll use the oils, and the oils they go deeper and stronger. So they work on the emotional body as well as the physical.
I wish we could smell those perfumes and do that. That would be really
they're very good. They're very pure, very pure. Yeah.
We do have a comment from somebody saying hello over on Twitch. I don't know if it's, how would you say that? Ray?
I'm not real sure.
Oh, welcome. Thank you. It's a new person watching our show. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Hi.
So, can you share with everyone some of the, maybe how to prepare their skin for the coming winter?
Okay, so in the winter, you're dealing with, obviously, it's very cold outside and it's very hot inside because everybody's got heating. So that actually affects the skin just as much as the hot weather does in the summer. So you have to use extra rich creams in the winter. You have to use some nice serums. Serums work specifically for the skin type. So a good serum for the winter would be hyaluronic acid, which gives the skin water, and you can use it morning or night. And you always put a serum on before you use a cream. So it's always cleanse, tone, serum, moisturizer, day or night. And then your night cream can be a little bit richer. And you can use oils as well as an extra. So it's all about nourishing. The word is nourishing your skin through the winter. And obviously, AM, you are protecting, and PM, you are nourishing. So you always have to wash your face in the morning. People think, oh, I went to bed, I washed my face. Well, although everything to do with the body slows down at night, everything to do with the skin speeds up. So when you're sleeping, that's when all the regeneration is happening. And we sweat in bed. So in the morning, you must wash your face no matter what you've done the night before to prep your skin in order to put your day creams on and your serums. Vitamin C is always best used in the morning because vitamin C protects your skin against free radical damage, which means the elements. So a vitamin C molecule is bigger than a free radical molecule, so it actually blocks the free radicals from penetrating the skin surface, which is one of the biggest things that age us. So vitamin C also works on breaking down pigmentation, it regenerates the skin, and it has tightening and firming properties.
Wow.
Lots of great gems in there. So Katrina.
I'm sorry, I was so excited. I apologize, Dr. Jacalyn. Go ahead.
So I was going to ask a couple of questions. The first is, and I've been guilty of doing this. In fact, I did it last night. I hate to say, but I went to bed with my makeup on. How bad is this for us?
It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. Look, if you've been out all day, you're accumulating grime and you know, I was actually shocked a few weeks ago. I didn't put any makeup on and I didn't go anywhere. I think I went into the car, I went from A to B, I came back, and what was I doing? Anyway, I used a cotton pad to clean my skin, and it was so dirty. I was shocked because I did nothing. So if you imagine you've got makeup on, you may be hot, you're going from one temperature to another, and all this, you know, dust and grime is sticking to your skin. It's molecular, so you don't notice it. So then if you go and sleep, you're sleeping in dirty skin, which is then trying to regenerate through the night. What do you think is going to happen?
A mess. Breakouts. Exactly. And I knew it. I just was exhausted. I said, I don't want to deal with it.
I mean, it's okay if you do it once or twice, but to do it every night, no.
Yeah, no.
And you have to wash your face twice over at night is better. The first wash gets the surface off. The second wash will go deeper. And you're always better to use a damp face cloth wrung out and wipe it across your face, because you've got a bit of abrasion there, and you can go around the hairline where some people get a lot of spots, because you can't, when you're washing your face with your fingers, you kind of miss, you know, the hairline. So it's actually better to use a face cloth, but you use it the once and then you wash it and you use a new one the next day. Don't keep using the same face cloth, because that accumulates a lot of dirt.
Wow.
Another great tip. How about this question? So in the process that you mentioned about I think it was cleanse, tone, serum, and then cream, is more better? Is less better? Like, how many pumps? How much do you take out of the container?
Look, I'm a bit of a snob when it comes to products. I always use professional, because professional are not paying for the marketing, they're paying for the ingredients. And you'll always get higher percentages of active ingredients in a clinical product. Some people will disagree with that. And I think nowadays, you know, I don't mind the supermarket products, Olay and L'Oreal. They're not bad for a cheaper range. I had to do a talk when Olay were bringing out their 3 new eye creams, and they gave me them to test. And I have to tell you, I was quite impressed. I really was quite impressed. But generally, you know, clinical products, they're more specific, they're more targeted. You need less product because it's more concentrated, and you get more long-term end result. And it might be a little bit more expensive, but you're actually going to use less product. So, excuse me, normally you'll need two to 3 pumps max that will cover your face, neck, and onto the décolleté. The neck ages before the face. So whatever you do to your face, you must also do to your neck. Eye cream goes on last, okay? Because the eye cream, the skin around your eyes is very much more delicate than the skin on your face. So the eye cream is put on with the 3rd finger. You put it on the orbital bone. You don't put it right under the eye, because when you sleep, it will seep into your eye, and then it will give you puffy eyes in the morning. Excuse me.
Wow.
I always thought I had puffy eyes.
So, Katrina, you mentioned about certain product lines. So I know there's some people watching who probably go to the local drugstore, or maybe they're in line at this grocery store and they see products, and then others will go high end, maybe to a high end department store, or even to a website like Chanel, for example. So for someone who's on a budget, you just mentioned one product, oil of Olay. Are there any recommendations you can give for those 4 phases that you mentioned about cleansing, toning, serums, and moisturizer if someone's living on a budget?
On a budget, I mean, the Olay range in general is, I find, quite good. I was a judge once for the Cosmo magazine, and they gave me about 30 products, ranging from face creams to eye creams to SPFs. today creams to night creams, and I had to try them all in the matter of 2 weeks. And I have to tell you that the most expensive were the ones I did not like, and the cheaper ones were the ones I liked the more. And what came up as my favorite was Olay brand, the Olay brand.
Interesting. And I don't know how you ladies feel about this, but I love mascara. I'm huge on mascara. And so I have Chanel, YSL, I have all of them. And the one that I find is the best is L'Oreal.
I never tried L'Oreal. My favorite mascara is Lancome, but if you go cheaper, the Rimmel one is very good. And and I used to use that. I mean, I've been wearing fake lashes for quite some time now, but mascara was always my thing. But I find the Rimmel one is also very good, and it'll be about the same price as L'Oreal.
It's another great tip. I also have beautiful false eyelashes. They're mink, and every time I wear them, I get an eye infection. So I have now decided I can't use them.
It might be the glue. Try changing your glue. These are permanent.
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
Diann and I interviewed someone who was telling us the difference, between the kinds of lashes. Right, with mink, synthetic, and then if you have them done, what is that called? If you have them
individually done?
Yeah, yes. Individual. Yeah, they're like semi-permanent.
Yeah, semi-permanent.
Yeah.
I'm a mascara person too, so Lancome is my favorite. Just a FYI. Because it just really lengthens and
and you have so much to choose from in the range, lengthening or volume or fake lash look, and I've always just found it the best. I have tried others, but I always went back to Lancome. And now you've got the serums that you can put on to grow your lashes, and that really does work. It really does work a treat, and the eyebrows.
I agree. My daughter works with Rodan and Fields, and their particular one that grows your eyelashes. Oh my gosh, there was one. I took a break from using it, and now I got to get back to it. But I had my eyelashes were almost going to my eyebrows. It was amazing.
It's amazing. It is amazing
what all they're coming up with. I wanted to ask you before we go to a commercial or anything. Are you still, before I left, you gave me this wonderful product that you made for the skin for exfoliation and
yes. Are
you still making that? And if
I'm still making that. That's my Himalayan body scrub. Yeah. So I make it with pink Himalayan salt, which is the highest vibrational salt on the planet. Organic coconut oil, because coconut oil is a superfood and it's very moisturizing. And I put essential oils in. So I make 3 different ones. I put essential oils that make up love, one for detoxification, and one for peace and tranquility. And in it, I put a little crystal chip that raises the vibration. And then I'll sit them in front of a sound healing for an hour, and I bless them. And people love them because what they do is they exfoliate the skin, they moisturize, and they get rid of negative energy immediately.
No wonder I felt so good every time I used it. So where can Dr. Jacalyn and I purchase it from? Are you allowed to sell it outside?
Yeah, I mean, I've not really went into that, Diann. I mean, I sell it in Dubai. It is on my website. But yeah, maybe that's something for the future I can look into. It's very heavy. That's the problem.
Yes.
With the salt and the oil, it makes it quite heavy. But yeah, I sell a lot of it at Christmas time. I need to get promoting it now.
I think has to come to when we have our in-person conference and speak and bring it with her.
Yeah,
I know, that'd be fantastic. That's in September of next year, so we'll make sure we get with you on that. Katrina, I wanted to ask you a question. As an international holistic therapist, what do you find when you meet with clients? Just, is there any general theme that you experience with your clients that people are feeling stuck? Like you just reference the blockage that I have. Do most people have blockages, or do we all have some similarities in terms of what's going on with us?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I've been a visiting practitioner for 15 years. I've traveled around the world with Six Senses and Altearah, Amman. So, you know, it's all people of a certain financial status that can afford to go to these places. And it's always comes back to one thing, and that's emotional well-being, relationship dramas. You know, people always have problems in their relationships. And it's something over the last 3 or 4 years that's been my number one treatment to work with, actually.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think what's happened in the world with this pandemic, it's made people step back and really think about their lives and what's important to them. And, you know, there's a lot of things that have left us over the last 18 months. And we have to step into alignment now with who we really are, why we really came here, and what is it that we actually love to do. And that's the path we have to go down now. There are no lies. There are no excuses. The truth is being revealed to all of us on every level of our being, whether we like it or not.
I agree with that. And Katrina, I've heard this before, and I'm wondering if it's true. Is our skin a reflection of our inner peace, or of where we are in terms of self-care and liking ourselves?
Definitely. I mean, there's all the different points on the face that relate to the organs of the body. So you can immediately look at somebody and tell if they're well or not, right? I mean, you can look at somebody and, you know, some people have a lot of light in their face. Healers have always got light, clear skins. They always have a happy demeanor. Somebody that's unhappy will have a dull skin, lots of wrinkles, dehydration. You can tell a lot by looking at someone's skin, honestly.
And is it possible to overturn whatever the situation is with their skin, or get the person back on a good path?
Absolutely. It's never too late. I mean, your skin is a living organ. It's continually renewing itself. I mean, we lose skin cells every second of the day. We lose hundreds of thousands of skin cells every day. So nowadays, you know, between hands-on therapy, the lasers that are available in the market, you can absolutely turn the skin around, 1,000%.
And in doing so, and obviously there's all kinds of treatments out there, but do you also have to turn your mindset around as well?
Of course. Inner peace, outer beauty has always been my motto. And, you know, what you are on the inside exudes on the outside.
This is true.
I've always said that, you know, and it's like beauty is only skin deep. I live in Dubai. It's probably one of the most superficial places on the planet. You know, people, I mean, women, I mean, I think there's more than 1,300 beauty salons and clinics in Dubai. Excuse me. And women are very focused on the physical appearance. And then, you know, I've met so many through the years that are just empty on the inside, and all they care about is how they look, what handbag they're carrying, what make their shoes are, etc., etc. But, you know, that's not going to get you through life in any depth.
That's
very true. It's very true. I, many years ago, was one of those shoes and handbag person. I was obsessed with bags and shoes. And then I realized it was because I really felt empty and lonely. And I was just trying to make myself feel better. But
fill the void. I mean, we all run away from our pain and suffering in some way or another. We all have addictions, each and every one of us, whether it's sugar, going to the gym, attracting bad men, shopping, you know, we all have it. Alcohol, smoking, we all have some sort of addiction.
Chocolate.
My addiction is sugar and the gym and attracting bad men.
I think I can relate to all that. Love it. We have follow-up comments from our new friend over on Twitch, which is, thank you for that answer. That would be great to know
You're
which one it was,
welcome.
but very good. Very good. So another question I have, we were talking a little bit backstage about the number of ways that you engage and help people. So we talked about your holistic work, and we talked about I don't know what that's called, the color. Is that a reading?
No, the color therapy, I mean, it's as quick as I did it for you. So I do it at the beginning of every session. I'm doing facials, I do massage to realign you, I do medical lymphatic drainage massage with essential oils, I'm doing healing, I'm doing tarot card reading. But the last 3 years, I've been doing a lot of online work with a system called Miracle Method that works through 8 different energy bodies, 6 different levels of consciousness through all your past lives. So it's very esoteric. I've got more than 40 charts that I work with and a pendulum. And you have to give me something that you want to clear in your life to do with relationship, career, money, or health. And under that one heading, you give me 6 things that you feel are blocking you from attaining your highest potential. And then I just work on the charts to clear it. You don't have to be in front of me. You don't have to be online with me. Once I've got the information, I just do the charts, and then I send you a message, tell you what I've cleared. And then the proof is in how you feel after it. And it always tells me specifically when it will integrate in the energy body and when you will feel the physical shift. So that has become very popular as we move more online.
What is it called again? Miracle
Method.
It's brand new for me.
That's fascinating. And you also mentioned tarot card readings, which I'm not really familiar with what that is. But if you could, we have another comment, by the way, before we go to that. It's from the lovely Ricky McKenna. She puts, "Eek, I am addicted to good food. Thank you. I love this. Amazing."
Thank you, Ricky.
Thank you, Ricky. So what are tarot cards, and what does one learn from them?
Well, I mean, tarot is a very ancient way of, there used to be the fortune tellers in the day. But I've always worked with angel cards and tarot to give a message to my clients. So at the end, I would maybe just pick one card for them. But over the last year or so, it's become a lot more asked for within my work. And so, I do it more like a coaching session. So the cards, you ask me a question if there's something you want to know about your relationship, your career, and then I do a spread of the cards, and each card tells a story. Can you see that? Yeah. So so each card has something different to tell. And so it paints a picture of where you are right now, and then it really does turn into a coaching session that really helps the client have a clearer picture of their way forward in life.
I love that. I love the visualization aspect of it. It makes it seems like coaching sessions with you would be not only very informative and intuitive, but a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, I try to keep it fun. I do a lot of relationship coaching because it's something I've never been able to attain myself, is the perfect true love soulmate relationship. So it took me down a path of trying to understand the male-female dynamic. And organically, I just do a lot of relationship coaching now because I understand it so well, So it's something, I mean, everybody wants to know when they're going to find true love, right?
Not me, but that's okay. I'm happy being alone. So a question I have for you, Katrina, is all of this work that you've done and studying about relationships, how has it impacted your life?
It makes me understand myself better. I mean, I've been through so many journeys of self-discovery and healing. I've traveled around the world to Peru, to India, to Egypt on spiritual journeys. Just trying to understand myself on a deeper level. Why do we do the things we do? Psychology has always been very enticing to me. And yeah, I think when you understand yourself better, you stand back from every situation and you look at the bigger picture. And it's never about the other person, it's always about you. Point one finger, 3 point back at you. So, we are all mirrors for each other. If there's a man standing in front of me, he's showing me the male side of my personality. If it's a woman, she's showing me the female personality. The female is the being, the giving, the accepting, the love, the nurturing. The male is all about doing, power, and I think nowadays there's a very, very much an imbalance for women who are much more male energy, because we're much more businesswomen nowadays. We're striving to make our own money. It wasn't like it is 25 years ago where you depended on a man. Women don't need men like they did 20 years ago. So I think it's a very confused society we live in, because men ultimately still to this day want to be the knight in shining armor. So women have to come back to the feminine side of their nature. And within the feminine, within the true feminine goddess energy, that is where you hold the most power.
Katrina, I'm laughing backstage because I am so in alignment with what you just said. I have a vocal coach, Madeline Chan, and the first lesson that we took, I didn't realize that I'm operating 99% on masculine energy. And I'm so used to being in business mode and driving and doing, and I really lost the feminine side of myself. And it's still somewhere else. I don't know, because I'm constantly in this mode and I wasn't aware of it. So thank you for
so in relationships, you have to try and step back into the feminine energy. Trust me, it's something I've struggled with for years, and I've really tried to work hard at bringing back that feminine, but it's difficult when you're on your own, you're working for yourself. It's an instinctual effort to survive. It's fight or flight mode. But you have to learn to come back to the feminine energy where you're just being and doing nothing.
That's a hard one for me. Yeah, and I actually and here's another thing, and I can relate. I remember men I was involved with over time, and I would say, hey, can't you ever just relax and settle down? And they'd say, no, because I have all this energy built up. And now I get it, because if I take a break and rest, I got to ramp all the way back up again. And so I just stay at this level all the time.
But that's not good for your energy field, because you will burn yourself out.
Right, exactly.
We all get used to living at a certain stress level, and we come to understand that it's normal for us. But it's not until you truly take a break and take a proper holiday, a proper vacation, you realize how stressed out you've been and how crazy your life is. And you really have to try and find the balance between the two. It's important, especially now. Female empowerment, and I hate that word, but it's true. We have to understand what that means as women.
Thank you. Appreciate that. We've got another comment, this time from YouTube. Mark Drawer, I hope I said it right. Hi, Katrina. I am one, seeing myself divided.
Oh, Mark Drawer is actually a friend of mine. He's in Dubai. He's Canadian, and he's also a healer. And so, yeah, he works with the shadow. He does the cards on shadow work. And it's in the shadow where we really get the answers, and when we can really set ourselves free. But so many people do not want to go there. It's difficult. It's difficult to look at the side of your nature that you don't like. But without it, we wouldn't be who we are today. You have to have that balance of light and dark, good and bad, black and white, yin and yang, male, female. It has to be there. Otherwise, you wouldn't understand what the opposite is of that.
I've never heard of that work before. Have you, Dr. Jacalyn?
I have not, but what I think as a result of this, I'm going to write a book called Searching for My Female Energy.
think you should. That would help you.
Brought up is, I mean, you gave us so many wonderful tips about the skin being healthy, how we can improve it. For people with allergies, and I know Dr. Jacalyn talks about this, how can they know that they're using the right oils? I mean, do they just have to back away and never use it? What have you done about that?
You know, it's not often that you get a truly sensitive skin. There's not many people have truly sensitive skins. A lot of people that have come to me over the years that think they have a sensitive skin, it's just because they're not being educated on what are the proper products to use. And, you know, if you're in doubt, test it on your wrist. This is where you are more sensitive. Inner arm. I just got a new tattoo the other day.
I see.
Tearing it off. Where else can you do? You can do at the side of the face. So you can test it for 24 hours, and if you don't react, you probably won't react. But I mean, if you're talking about essential oils, some people can be a bit allergic to essential oils because essential oils are pure pressed concentrate with absolutely no additives. So it makes them a lot stronger.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Yeah.
Katrina, I think if you're open to it, we definitely need to have you back, because I feel like this is one of those interviews, we're just scraping the surface of all the value.
You know, it's when I start talking, I kind of remind myself of how much information I actually do have and how much knowledge I do have. So I would love to share it with you anytime.
Fantastic.
Can you tell Dr. Jacalyn, I know I always say this to you, but I just loved it when I would go to your place and you had your crystal bed and it warms up. And could you tell her about that crystal bed?
It's actually behind me, folded up here. I was using it today. It's a crystal bed it's a mattress and it's lined with little chips of amethyst crystal. And it's all down the mattress. So when you lie on top of it, it absorbs the negative energy because crystals come from the ground. They're ancient. They hold ancient knowledge, ancient wisdom. And any crystal, no matter what it is, absorbs your negative energy. But what you have to do with crystals is you have to cleanse them. So you have to cleanse them in salt, you have to take them down to the sea, you have to waft sage around them, or frankincense or myrrh cleanses them. So I use the crystal bed. It weighs 25 kilos.
We have another comment from Ricky McKenna, which is, we all need to breathe free. Balance is important, and I'm learning that, especially in this last 2 years, have learned to allow my female to be more prevalent. Oh, I love the butterfly. Lol. Thank you, Ricky. All right. Well, it's time to wrap up. We have our show coming up right after this, The United Kitchens with Ricky, by the way. So, Katrina, if you could share with our audience who is not able to read the banner, what's the best way to get in touch with you, and who would you like to reach out to you?
Okay, so I have a website. It's just my name, katrinavalente.com. I'm on Instagram every day under Katrina Valente and the number 1. You can email me through my website. And, you know, I'm reaching out to anybody, male or female, that's stuck at the moment, that has no direction, that wants to have certain answers to certain questions. You know, my healing and expertise is really across the board. I can help anybody with anything, really. But it's all about inner self, understanding. When you understand yourself better, then all other relationships stem from that. And, you know, you'll make less mistakes in love. It's all about standing in your power, really owning who you are and knowing what you're worth. And then life will change for you.
I love that. Well said. Thank you so much for being here and
Thank
for
you.
just educating us in so many ways. And again, please do come back as soon as possible, because we have to get more information from you, especially as we go into the holiday season. We want to look and feel our best, and maybe buy some gifts for other people who are not feeling and looking their best. And I think you can really help us out a lot.
Sure. Well, I'll be working in the Maldives from the middle of December to the middle of January. So if you want a nice setting with the sea lashing in the background, we can do it from the Maldives. And I would like to thank Diann, because she's always remembered me over the years, and she's always been one of my biggest supporters. And I really honor and love you for that, honestly. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Well, you're an angel, so
thank you.
You're welcome.
And thank you, Dr. Jacalyn, for this opportunity. It's been great. I've really enjoyed it. Thank you.
You're most welcome. Thank you. And we look forward to having you back again.
Great. I can't wait. Take care.
Thanks.
Take care.
Bye-bye. Bye. I could have kept her here all day.
I'm glad you enjoyed her. I'm always so sad when a session would end with her, because I felt like I was just becoming into something new. You know, she's incredible. And so
she is very gifted, and she is beautiful inside and out. So thank you again for having her here today.
Oh, you're quite welcome. And like you said, we only touched a surface, because, you know, she does these things when the full moon's out, and things for new releases for the new year. I mean, you just can go on and on. So I'm so grateful that we have this type of technology that allows us to meet people from around the world. Because I've always felt I ended up getting a certification in distance learning way before there was Zoom and all this stuff. And I felt it was so powerful as a classroom educator to have teachers from other countries beam inside the classroom and share their knowledge. And now teachers can do that, but we as professionals in the areas like we're in now, we can do that on so many levels and bring people and enrich other people's lives. And I just think it's powerful, right?
It leaves me speechless. Every day I'm broadcasting and I think, I can't believe I just met this person from Dubai. I can't believe it. It's shocking. And I know when I was getting my doctorate, I actually did it online, and there were people from all over the world who were in the program. So thank goodness for technology. We're very appreciative.
Very appreciative. And Dr. Jacalyn, what you do, and I had to crack up because I already knew you were using mostly your male side, and I know when I kick into that myself, that you just, you have a goal and you're determined to get it. And it's that determination that drives you, and everyone else is like, can you just slow down? Like you made reference to, and I'm like, no. I got to wake up today. So number one, I already feel blessed because my eyes opened, and therefore I'm going to accomplish something. So,
I know.
Right?
Listen, if you see me when I go to the gym after I'm done broadcasting, I'm like a psycho. I have to jump rope 100 times without missing. And if I miss, I have to start all over again. And then I do this exercise, and it always has to be at like the highest level. And the whole time I watch my, the number of calories on my watch, I'm like, faster, harder, more. It's like, I've got to get to 560 calories burned in an hour. And it's just like, no wonder I'm so tired at the end of the day.
You're such a tiny person. You're already perfect. Where I'm just the opposite. Everyone listening, she's yin and I'm yang, or whichever way you want to call us. But I'm like, gee, what am I going to bake today? Yummy, yummy. What chocolate is waiting for me? I don't know why I keep gaining weight, but
You know what, Diann, what's so funny about that is that I gave up sugar. I gave up caffeine. I gave up bread. I could go on. And I say to my mother, I don't understand. Why aren't I a stick figure? Why can't I be so tiny and thin? And you're eating all this sugar and I'm not. It doesn't make any sense. But
Oh, we have to say yay for Harmons.
yes, definitely.
We
But we
have to have a person on that talks. I think we actually are having a guest in the future.
we are.
About
I think
Harmons.
so. Just great.
Really great. So,
by the way, before we wrap up, because we have to close, the United Kitchens is coming. I want to invite Katrina to come to our 2021 reunion event, which is focusing on new and wonderful things to share for the 2022, and also some great memories from 2021. So, Katrina, we'd love to have you. It's actually on New Year's Day. We're live streaming for 6 hours, so she's giving me a thumbs up. All right.
Yay. Well, that's good. And then you and I are, I think I'm on the show with you.
We have an hour. Yeah.
An hour. So I'm very excited to be a part of that. And I'm
excited for you to be a part of it too. And one last comment from Ricky. Ricky's probably like, when are you coming over to our studio? We're about to start. Ricky says chocolate is a happy food.
Oh, it is. And I am getting ready to go do some baking for a church bazaar tomorrow. So I'll try not to eat it all before.
Ricky also says, I have a wonderful recipe for chocolate zucchini cupcakes. They are helpful. Okay. Ricky, maybe you'll be whipping that up on one of our future shows. So we're going to say goodbye right now. Diann, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
Thank you, Dr. Jacalyn, and thank you, everyone, for listening. You can reach me at DIANN FLOYD, B as in boy, OEHM.com, DiannFloydBoehm.com. And everyone have a really great and blessed day.
Thank you so much. We will be coming back literally in just over 7 minutes with the United Kitchens. We've got Simon McDonald, who is over in Scotland. He is our chef. And we've also got Ricky McKenna in Texas, and she's our other chef. And they are whipping up some delicious meals today. So please do join us in just over 7 minutes. Thank you, everyone, as I frantically look for the credit button. Okay, bye.